Or hello, welcome back to Beyond the Gold podcast. I'm Anna. You already know that. Been a minute since I made an episode. I am still figuring it all out. It's a little bit of closure for me as well, kind of just vomit out of the mouth, say all this fucked up shit, and go from there. However, I think I need to get the rough one out the way because I'm already gonna fucking cry. um, so everyone's probably wondering what happened. I got my fucking heart broken. I have to think of what to say, but the real ones know. But I just feel like not, and what I've learned as well is not everyone has shared their own experiences because they're embarrassed and they're hurt and they feel like no one will listen. So I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck to say. I got my heart broken, guys. And I hate crying. But holy fuck, how much have I cried? So 10 years went down the drain. I'm trying to think. Full transparency, I know where I did not help our marriage, our relationship. That does not constitute anything that had happened to me over this past, who knows? It could be just a year, but I have gut feelings that say otherwise. But, my concept of what I thought a marriage was riding or dying for your person, and at all costs, sacrifice yourself, basically. I just feel like I over invested myself and I lost myself, and I feel like I was taken advantage of for that. There's so many nitty gritty details, but I was having a hard time getting pregnant. Not, anything tremendous story, but hormones, all this stuff. And I really put myself back on track. And I had did this whole clean eating. I really just changed how I ate, how much I exercised. Weird enough, all the exercise that I was used to doing, the CrossFit and stuff, was actually making things worse for my body. So I took on Pilates, which I loved. Highly recommend Pilates if you have not tried it. It's so hard, but every little tiny muscle in your body gets worked. So I really dropped some weight and I ended up getting pregnant. And from the get-go, I was told so many things well, fuck, now I gotta stop my work season. Now I gotta interrupt my work season. That was my first prenatal appointment. And I want to say we developed a whole plan to make sure work went well, but I was going to be able to take time off work. I worked full time 6 months pregnant. I took some time off month 7. Month 8, I did have to go back to work because we weren't able to make ends meet. And then month 9, I barely made it into month 9 and I had my kid. And I was alone from April until a week before I delivered. I was visited once, I think. No, twice. One was for a wedding, one was for a baby shower and birth, and then I went and visited him, and that was it. Other than that, I was here every day, crying, just asking for attention. I didn't know, I still don't know what I'm doing, and I quite literally went through the hardest parts of pregnancy by myself. The affair started as soon as I think I left in May after visiting him, and there's a lot of messages that, you can call me crazy or whatever, but Like when you know, you know. And I think I have it like up to like the date of when I think it started. And, I could sit back and be like, oh, there's so many times I wish I would have done this. And I wish I would have done that. And it just all happened the way it was supposed to, unfortunately. I am learning what the terms gaslighter is and narcissist is and abuse. I will say that abuse does not have to be physical. And I don't mean to knock anybody who's been through it. And I haven't been through the physical part. But there's been times where like I've caught myself saying like I wish I would have been physically abused, because I would take that over the emotional shit I've just gone through. And I found out 3 days before I gave birth that there was another person in my marriage. I woke up from a bad dream and it prompted me to be toxic or whatever you want to call it, look through the phone. And it took me looking through and finding a deleted note from a dart game. And it just snowballed from there. I don't even know like how to put into words like that feeling. And I never wish that upon anybody. I was told it was something else, of course. And I give birth, the most beautiful thing. There will be a whole episode on that, because it's the most beautiful thing. And then from there, my life felt like I was stuck and there was no getting out. Like that just created like a constant state of like fear and paranoia. Basically the timeline, a couple weeks after, I don't even know if it was a couple weeks, like I was still in diapers, in the little postpartum diapers, and I had like a super strict routine with like Pilates and working out. And so I was just mentioning like, man, I really want to go back, even though I know I couldn't. And he told me like, okay, don't think I'm a dick, or call me arrogant, but I don't really believe in like PCOS or anything. I just believe if you want the body, you're just work your fucking ass off for it. Like you're gonna have to do more than Pilates to achieve the body that you want. And when it became 6 weeks, like you would think any guy would be like, oh yeah, I'm ready. Well, he wasn't. And then I was like, do you not like me? You not find me attractive? And mind you, like postpartum, like yeah, you have like all these raging emotions like going through your body. And like I was super sensitive, but I was also like, I remember like the birth high, which I'll talk about later, just like being so enamored with my body and like, oh my God, like I just fucking gave birth, like this just gave birth. And it turned into like, yeah, I'm having a hard time desiring you. Yeah. And no, I don't see you as attractive and all this. And, I catch him on sites and other things. And, that's a punch to the face. And this time, like, I'm just thinking, like, we can get through it. It just was a one-time fuck up. And then, like, more and more kept happening. I caught him on video on FaceTime with her. And I called her multiple times. She was in on it too. Everybody in Colorado was in on it. And I think that's also like one of the most devastating things is like people I call my family. Oh, y'all were fucking in it too. Cool. So again, like that breach of trust. And I'm trying to think. There's just so much. I struggled a little bit, just like, actually, no, I didn't struggle. I was up cooking. I was up doing things for myself. It was a hassle to get shit fucking done for me. I would ask, can you warm this up? Like there was always a problem with something I wanted. Like he was not there for me. I don't care what he says. He's going to sit here and say he changed most of the diapers. Good job. Thank you for changing the diapers. And then even like changing diapers, it was like, I just changed his diaper. I'm sorry, your kid peed. um, and I remember one time he was in the bathroom across the hallway, and all of a sudden, like, I hear my voice. He was voice recording me. And times I was like going on a tangent about, like, I wish you were there for me. Actually, I don't know. Whatever it was, he felt the need to voice record it. And then I remember specifically one night, after I found out about the affair, I was having a hard time sleeping. Of course, I'm paranoid, like, you're on your phone, what are you doing? And I could not sleep. Every night I would have an anxiety or a panic attack where my whole body was itchy. Itch to where you would see like red streaks. I would make myself bleed essentially. And I would ask for help with Jax. And one night I had to get up and I'd just leave Jax down. And I was asking for his help. Like, I need some help. And all of a sudden he's quiet with his phone on his tummy. And I'm like, are you fucking voice recording me? He was voice recording me, and all this time he's asking me, like, do you want me to call 911? You're going crazy. You are acting insane right now. But I'd been asking for his help. Like, can you please help me with Jax? Can you just take him for a minute so I can decompress? And I was being voice recorded. And I'm trying to think what else. He would go run my errands, but little did I know, like, you were just on the phone with your bitch. There was so many times where, like, I would find random messages he'd sent to her, and like, it was so draining. Like, talking about it is extremely draining. But like, fast forward to like this whole thing, like, I would cry and be upset about it, and then I would get, like, quote unquote in trouble for it. And the comparison he used is like, how you get triggered when Jax cries? That's how I get when you cry. Okay. Forward, we had decided, under the impression that his whole thing was like, okay, let's take some time apart so I can work on the finances part of our relationship, since I know that's been a huge thing. And I'm going to go to Utah, I'm going to go work, and I'll come back for the holidays. And I was upset because I'm like, I don't think spending time apart is what is smart. Like, I want to be able to build up the trust, and then you leaving, like, it doesn't make me feel good. So this was in November. In terms of like this whole plan when he was going to go away, like during holiday time, was that he was going to go, and that's what it was going to be. He already had these arrangements made, but I had to figure out now how to work and take care of our kid. I had to call my sister to come help me. There was no like arrangements for me. I was just expected to like drop or stop everything and handle it all on my own. There was no give. And that was like a whole thing in itself. So like, again, I was alone. And from the get-go, he was just like, I don't know if I want this anymore. He turned it into like a whole self thing of like, I don't know what I want. Like, I just feel like I'm fucking up. He feels like a shit person. He's been telling me like just my presence is annoying him. It's frustrating. It gives him so much anxiety. Well, now we know why, because he to me, felt guilty. It was like I was putting the pressure on him. And, what else could it be? It's like a mystery. Throughout this whole time, I'm doing these things wrong. I'm on an apology tour at this point while I'm postpartum. I'm apologizing for my behaviors and actions. And like, I'm so sorry. Like, I felt like he was doing to me what he felt I was doing to him, in terms of like, I was hard on him. I wanted to hold him accountable, and I'd call him out. Yeah, not all the time was nice. But now looking back, everything I said and I did I wasn't lying. it was really calling out a truth that it's been going on for 5 years in terms of like what needs to get done around here and like these broken promises. And it's just tables turn on me. And I just thought I needed to be on an apology tour. And every single day, it's the comparison I got was like a hot tub and a pool. You love the hot tub, but you know you need to get out. And the hot tub was stay in the relationship. And then pool was out of the relationship. Like jumping in the pool feels nice, but you know you want to get back in the hot tub. So like leaving a relationship sounds nice, but knowing you want to go back to the relationship or something weird like that. And I was also told, like during one of our last conversations, was like, well, I think I can live without you. And like I always like I love so much, where I'm like, I don't want to live without my person, and I get it. I feel like it's just so deep. He's like, no, I'd be fine without you, is essentially what he told me. And then he leaves for a week and a half for Thanksgiving. He comes back and is like, I didn't wear my ring because I wanted to see if he still cared. And then on the night of Thanksgiving, he got plastered drunk and was upset that I didn't message his mom or dad happy Thanksgiving. His parents that never checked in on me, that I don't have a relationship with. And we come home, and I had never been so fucking scared of him. My body went numb, screaming in my face, look, bitch, I'm fucking done with you. I'm so fucking done with you. This shit's fucking over. I want nothing to do with you. Fuck this house. Fuck these clothes. You're so fucking selfish. You are so fucking selfish. And then he leaves, gets picked up, and then the next day we talk, and he says it was his final straw. And then, you know, at this point, like every time I'm like, no, we can make our relationship work. Let's try this, let's try that. I would get like 1% effort from him. And I'm over here like evolving as a person. I feel myself like becoming stronger. As crazy as it is, like I feel myself getting stronger with like affirmations and everything. And then we decide, okay, he's gonna go back and he'll be back in time for Christmas. That's when our family will be together again. Like it's all gonna be fine. But the boundaries, he says. He thinks he needs to be selfish right now, mind you, postpartum. And we have to turn our reds off, turn our locations off, only check in the morning and nighttime, and only talk about positive things. My only thing on there was like reassurance, like give me a compliment, because I had to ask for compliments. And I went one full day without talking to him during this time. I got in trouble for it. And I did send a voice memo that I feel like could have been taken as like my like done point. I remember screaming in the house like, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, like sobbing, crying. And he goes missing in December. And come to find out, like after time, I find out she was also in the same place he was. And I got in trouble for calling him out and like wondering where he was. And fast forward to December 12th, there was like a tiniest hiccup of like, hey, can't you just communicate with me that you're going out? That's it. I can't fucking do this anymore. Proceeds to end it. I'm sad. I'm so upset. But something in me told me like, you know, I'm not fighting this anymore. And then fast forward to his birthday, and he had said I was ruining his birthday because I called him to show him our kid and say happy birthday. And I was like, are you sure you can't fork up some cash? Just come down for the holidays. Like, not even for me, for Jax. No, I just don't want to see you. And then I don't hear from him. I hear from him on Christmas. I let him know I'm working. And he says he doesn't want to call his kid because he's out drinking with the guys. Day after Christmas, I get this video sent to me that he's at the gym with the third person in my marriage. And blowing him up, of course, and he's telling me it's not him. Insert Shaggy, it wasn't me on there. I'm being told I'm fucking crazy. This is why he doesn't want to be with me. Let's see. I'm messaging her. She's like, no, all Latinos look like that. Mind you, he's in clothes I fucking bought him. I bought him in that video. Those are clothes I bought him while he's on video fucking FaceTiming her. And also other videos were shown that day. That's the same day like I got him those clothes. And so anyways, I'm like, you're cut, that's it. Like that was the day I was done. It was proof. He's telling me it wasn't him. And I'm like, I know my husband. I've been with you for 10 years. I'm not that big, nah, bro. Joke's on you. And over the next few days, like I had this epiphany. So back in September when he had to go finish some work stuff, I get blown up from a worker of his. Your husband's cheating on you. He's been cheating on you. He's fucking a whore. All this stuff. And I was told, block him, block him. And fast forward, after I had found that, after the video of them at the gym, I go message that guy and I say, hey, you weren't lying, were you? No, I wasn't. Here's the contact info of everybody who's in the apartment. And I find out that this had been going on since like before my baby shower. So a couple of the people, or one of the people that was there, was in on it. And everything I had predicted and like thought, like worst case scenario, it was true. And it's just like everything happened all at once. And I just kept finding out more and more things you don't want to hear about your person doing. And then I remember like finding things in his phone that's like, you like, these are things you've sent to me before. These are things you saved for me, and I never got these. I never got this handsome picture of you. I never got this video of you. And I was told I was crazy. And I was told all these things, and it's like, you were not. Of course not. And I'm postpartum. And I got left. I got left. Then he tells me, like later in messages, like, I was trying to break up with you. Break up, but we're in a marriage. It was just, it fucking sucked. And like, I don't know, it's all a movie. It's really all just, it's like, it feels like a movie. I really think that the way I'm healing is healthy. I'm in therapy, and it's been so good for me. And, you know, after all this, during all this, I still feel like I was developing into my truest, like, rawest self. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that this happened. And it's so weird to say that because I never thought I could say that. It's my first time saying that. But it's really shitty, and it does make you question everything, everyone. It has me so scared to be vulnerable, because I'm a giver. I am such a good ass person, and it took like this, literally this worst thing happening to me to realize like I am a good person. I was made felt, or like, that I wasn't. but I'm a fucking good ass person. And I don't know. It is so shitty. I am like choosing to like move forward, obviously. I've realized that there's like a handful of people like who have reached out to me that have like been inspired almost, which I think is insane, and I appreciate it that I've been so raw and have shared so much as I have. Um, it just felt like the right thing to do. Like the same thing like with starting my podcast. Like I'm not on here just to sit here and be sad and talk shit about it. Like next episode is gonna be my birth story, and I am so excited because I feel like I had the most beautiful birth. And it's just like every day there's a reminder. Every day there's a reminder of something bad with 5 things great. I am so excited to keep diving and pouring into myself. I didn't realize how much I neglected myself. And I just think that I've been lost for so long, and it unfortunately had to take, it's almost time to go. It took this for me to finally like tap in. I have so much to say, and clearly people want to hear it. But not only like just other people, I'm not doing this for other people, I'm doing this for myself. Like this is healing. This is a little bit of me time. But I'm in a better place now. I guess I'm like happy. And it's so weird to say. It's so weird to say because I never thought I would get here, and it sounds so cliche. But I don't know how to explain it. It's just time has become my best friend. Sitting in the shit, in the mud, in the quicksand. And then there's like a glimmer. Something good happens and you just hold on to that. That's like the best thing I could say to somebody is you take that time. Don't let anybody rush your healing. Those people who will be there for you will be there for you. I've rekindled so many relationships and friendships that kind of just went away because I'm like, all I need is my little family. Like, no, I have a village. Use your village. Let your village be there for you. I'm so grateful for the people who keep letting me talk about it over and over and be passive aggressive. And it's just, this is probably going to be the best thing that's happened to me. There's so much good going on for me right now, and it's so weird to sit here and like say like, wow, is happening for me? I'm so used to doubting myself and gotta check on a little one. But at the end of the day, I really feel like my purpose was like I was put on this earth to love and to be loved, and I'm really excited for what's next. I just think love is the greatest thing in this world. It's so powerful and so meaningful and deep and shallow and all the things. And just realizing that like I was not wrong. I can't take wrong like accountability for it, because I could sit here and say what my faults were in my marriage, but everything that's transpired once you cross that line, not my fault. And I'm so sorry to myself that I let myself think that I was such a huge problem, and all I needed was like to be loved by this version of me now, if that makes sense. I just think there's so much in store, and I'm so excited.